So where you can get the data, yeah, one of basic is gonna be the WHO. Yeah, I give you the link, and then they provide the data as a daily report. It's a PDF. Okay. So you actually get in there and then see the values in the particular country, and then yeah, you basically make a copy that number into the Excel file. Okay, and then they only giving you the three basic. Three basic meanings that accumulated number, and then the delta, daily increase of the number, and then third one is the daily death, how many people deaths in the number. But when I will show you the next page about our template, there's more values you need to fill in. So what I recommend is that even though you can have a basic numbers from the WHO, but the official site, actually each country have their official site. Most of the countries, they have official site, and then they have more value, not just for the accumulated infect and then the delta of the infect and then number of deaths. Okay, they have more numbers. I believe that is important to understand. All right, and then yeah, assigned by the group. So group A, you need to taking care of the UK, Italy, Korea, and choose the one of a country you like to make a data collection. Group B, I think it's a 4. Okay. Group B, you choose the country, America, Emirate, Japan, and you select one of them. Okay, you may consider the Macau is the country or Hong Kong. So, but it's up to you. Again, you do the group chat or whatever, and then make a decision which country you're gonna do. So total for each group gonna have 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, 1 free selection, same manner. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be the 8 countries. Okay. So that you need to keep in mind for that. And then the way of data collection, okay, so start will be the first day of the infection becomes 0, 1. So first day, most of the country are infected number on the first day is just 1 person, okay. So whenever it started, you consider as a day 0 up to March 31st, okay, it will be end up soon. And then it's up to you. You continuously collecting the data. After the March 31st, it's totally up to you. But as a mandatory, you make the data on the March 31st. Okay, and then some of the country are the number is very low. Okay, but yeah, at least these countries which I ask you to collect, I believe they have enough numbers to you can take a look at. Okay, and then again, each country will have a different number of data set. All right, and then they're gonna have more data, not showing on the WHO data. Okay, all right, and then the form is already provided. I believe some of them already take a look at. And I will explain that form on the next page. Here is the template. You can get that template from here. Okay. So, and then you see in the tab, yeah, you put the country. So each country we're gonna have one data sheet. Okay. So you add second one and third one, you make a copy for it, and then yeah, and then rest of them is is quite straightforward. So give you the country name and then collect the date when it's gonna start. Okay, so this one you can get, I mean actually if you have this one you can calculate this one, right? So the total infected number and then daily increase and then total number of cure, okay, and then daily cure, right? So those are the basic, and then yeah, I like you to take a look at the media, all right, for the particular country. They when they start to close the board, yeah, that part is a little bit tricky. I understand that, but that's the reason why I like you the data. I like giving you the 30% of data collection. Okay. So that is additional part which most of data set will provide now this day doesn't have. So that part you need to dig into the videos, okay, the video of that particular country, all right. So it's if it is closed and then it's closed, it's still open, it's open, okay, all right. And then the daily temperature. So that is another part you need to take a look at. So it would be better to have average temperature, okay, all right. So that particular day, okay, so you have a temperature put in here. And then if your research requires to the additional data, either calculated data or the raw data, yeah, you can add the columns, okay, whatever you like, if you want, okay. So that is optional, but it's not a mandatory, okay. But if you want to have some other data, maybe it may be calculated based on this one, but it's up to you to make a data like this, okay. And then the day by day, okay, day by day, you go have a sequence of day. My recommendation is that do not skip any of a number. For example, sometimes they don't have any changes. Okay, they don't have any changes like a couple of days, like none of them, like no additional impact or no additional cures, no additional something. You still need to have those days as a 0. Okay, so they're gonna have, for example, let's say, I mean, it's just an example. Okay, we have 100 in here, and then the next day they don't have any change, then you still fill the blank. Okay, all right. 100 is the same number until what? Until some increases, like 1 or 2, for example, in here. Then what? This one becomes to the 2. Okay, right? But even though you have the same numbers, you day by day you should fill in. Okay, then of course daily temperature gonna be the change in a certain way. So you need to keep in mind for that. All right. So that's the idea. So I believe the maximum, one other thing. Do not put the China. Okay, so yeah, China. When you select the one country as you want, but do not select the China. Okay, they have some reason I cannot recommend China data. All right, so except for China, other countries are fine. So what I'm trying to say is that, yeah, the number you should track, the oldest one, as far as I know, WHO is starting around around January 20 something. Okay, so the maximum data you can have in here, right? So it's gonna be the 2 months, right? So around the 60 to 70 data maximum. Okay, so it's not that big number. Okay, yeah, it's not that big number. So it's not like you cloning the data from the real-time basis every hour data for a couple of months. It becomes the couple of thousand data set. It's not like that. Okay, so it will be each of country gonna be the maximum will be the 60 to 70. But it's usually less because some of the country they start to their day 0 in the February sometimes. Okay, so that you need to keep in mind for that. All right. So that's how you collect the data. All right. And then this set, once you done, okay, that will be posting of the AAEDM Facebook site. Okay. Yeah, you just send it over to me. That's fine. Okay. If you send it over to me through the email or the other way around, it's fine. I will post it. Okay. So that will be the part of your like kind of a public service. Okay. So this one doesn't have any due date, but it will be better to have ASAP. Okay. Yeah. As soon as you pass the March 31st, then yeah, then you collect all data for the country by country, and then send over that data to me. Okay. So that's the idea. All right. So day 0, starting 1, maybe more than 1, then date, and then I'll move on. Okay. I think that's quite simple and straightforward, but it's one of the important part if you want to be a data scientist. Okay. Some data you can automatically get from the system as a real-time basis, but sometimes the human involved in. All right, so that you need to, and then you're gonna you understand that how much effort you're gonna require to gathering the good data or the pure data. Okay, even though that is a 60 or 70, is I mean compared as a big data is still is a really small number. Okay, but yeah, you can see how it goes. Okay, so that would be the good practice, and then provide me that Excel file, fill the Excel file ASAP, and then move on to your project. Okay.